श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Welcome viewers. We have been going through the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So far we have completed 30 verses of Sankhya Yoga. In this episode we will cover another batch of 10 slokas from 31st sloka to 40th sloka, in which Lord Krishna is reminding Arjuna about his duty as a Kshatriya, as a warrior. He has to perform his Swadharma. So, in the earlier verses, he was talking about the Atma, self-knowledge. Now, he is talking about the duty. Before proceeding into our lecture, I want to remind all the viewers that Bhagavad Gita gives us the emotional purity and intellectual clarity. A person who possesses, who is endowed with these qualities, can do wonders. Bhagavad Gita is a solution to the problems and how a human being can successfully face the challenges in life situations. So with this opening remarks, now we move on to the 31st verse, which goes on like this. Swadharmamapi chavekshya navikampitum-arhasi dharmadhi yuddhachreyonyat kshatriyasya navidyate. Swadharmamapi chavekshya is talking about the dharma. He is saying to Arjuna that don't swerve away from your duty, don't neglect your duty. The fact about the Atman is told in the earlier verses. Now he is reminding him his duty. Looking at your own duty as well, you should not waver from your duty. Navikampitum-arhasi, don't waver from it. Because there is nothing more welcome to Kshatriya than a righteous war. Swadharmamapi navikampati. Don't waver. Don't be shaky about your duty. Perform your duty. And he says, nothing is more welcome to a Kshatriya. Kshatriyasya dharmyadhi yuddhachreyonyat. The Shreya will come to you if you do this Dharma Yuddha. Anya, otherwise you will be doomed. So he is saying that because there is nothing more welcome to a Kshatriya than a righteous war. Hold on to your Swadharma. That's what is contained in the 31st verse. In the 32nd verse he says, Yadruchaya chopapannam Swargadvaramapavrutam Sukhinah kshatriyah partha labhante yuddhamidrusam. The Kshatriya is happy when he gets the opportunity to fight a righteous war. Now you are fighting a war for a righteous cause. against the evil forces. to establish dharma. So that is you should be happy for it. Instead of that, you are complaining, you are finding reasons to not to fight the war. It's not proper. It has come unsought for you. Yadruchaya cha upapannam. It has come to you. You have not asked for the war. It has come. The situation was created in such a way by the Kaurava people. So it comes unsought for, and it also opens the gateway for heaven. Yadruchaya chopapannam swargadvaram apavrutam. The doors of the heaven will open now to you. So it is a cast on you. You have to perform your swadharma as a kshatriya to fight this righteous battle. Sukhinah kshatriya partha labhante yuddhamidrusyam. To exercise, it is an opportunity to exercise your military talent to establish the dharma. Don't forego that. So it's a wonderful statement by Lord Krishna in exhorting, guiding Arjuna. In the next sloka, athachetvam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi tatasvadharmam kirtim cha hitva papam avapsyasi. If you do not fight this righteous war, you are deviating from your duty. Athachetvam imam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi. If you don't do this, if you don't fight this battle, that becomes, adharmam. So, swadharmam kirtim cha, hitva pap, you will destroy your dharma and your own name and fame. Hitva papam avapsyasi, and thereby you incur a sin also. Sin. Papam avapsyasi. So when it is a duty, you have to perform the duty. Don't swerve away from the duty. If you do not fight this righteous war, you are deviating from your duty. Mind it. So he is cautioning him also. He is reminding him his duty, and he is cautioning that if he does not perform the duty, he will incur sin. Then in the 34th sloka, he says, akirtim chapi bhutani kathayashyanti te vyayam sambhavitasya cha kirtihi maranadatirichyate. What are the consequences? If you don't fight this battle, people will recount your infamy for a long time. Infamy means dishonor. People will go on telling stories about your dishonor. There is one great warrior by name Arjuna. He has 10 titles, but at the critical moment when the war was on, when the bugles were blown and when the war is going to start, he has fled away from the battlefield. So people will be talking like that. They recount your infamy for a long time. For a person of respect and honor, infamy is worse than death. Sambhavitasya cha kirtihi, akirti, maranad atiruchyate. It is worse than death, he is saying. So he is enumerating the consequences of not fighting the righteous war. People will go on talking about your bad quality or bad deed. Bad deed means not performing your designated duty. So, in the 35th sloka also he is giving the further elaborating on this point. Bhayagranaduparatam mansyante tvam maharathaha esham cha tvam bahumato bhutva yasyasi laghavam. Maharathaha means great warriors. Great warriors will consider that you have run away from the battle out of fear. Bhayagranat, bhayat, out of fear, Ranaduparatam. He has fled away from the battlefield out of fear. People say like that. They who honored you till now will now belittle you. Please take care. So you have certain respect in the society. Respect, regard, recognition as a great warrior. But at the moment when you have to fight, when you don't do that righteous duty, people will laugh at you and people will talk about you in a bad manner. Please remember that. So then they also talk so many things about you, unspeakable words. They are avachyavadamscha bahun madishyanti tavahitaha nindam tava samarthyam tato dukkhataram kim. Nindam tava samarthyam. Nindam tava samarthyam. If you are your enemies will speak against you all sorts of words. They speak all sorts of words not fit to be spoken. They belittle you. They deride your capacities and capabilities and talents. They ridicule you. What can be more unhappy than that? Tato dukkhataram nukim. What can be more unhappy than that? So give up your chicken-heartedness. That's already told in the earlier slokas. Kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktotishta parantapa. That faint-heartedness, please leave it. People will consider you as a coward, as a timid person. Don't allow them to talk bad about you. You face your problems boldly. Avachyavadamscha bahun madishyanti tavahitaha. Tava ahitaha. Not favorable words. Ahita words. Nindam. They ridicule you. Nindam tava samarthyam. Your capabilities will be questioned. Tato dukkhataram nukim. So, what can be more unhappy than that? Now in the 37th sloka, Hato va prapyasi swargam jitva va bhokshase mahim tasmaduttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krutanischayah. Hato va prapyase swargam. If you are killed, you will get Vera Swargam. Hatova Prapsyase Swargam means if you are killed, you will get Vera Swargam. Or if you conquer, you will enjoy the earth. Jitva va bhokshase mahim. Therefore, O Arjuna, stand up with a firm determination to fight. So here, a profound philosophy of life and action is being expounded. The intention was to make Arjuna face up to the battle situation, but with respect to us, it is to make us courageous and strong and face up to life's challenges. A human being must show that he or she is the master of the environment. He should not become a creature of the environment. To restore the human being to that dignity, you need a philosophy. That is the philosophy Sri Krishna is going to convey through this Bhagavad Gita. It is a philosophy of life, very practical. That is why in the next few verses, the Gita will call it yoga. It is a practical philosophy of life, how to handle this wonderful human situation by which you develop your own spiritual consciousness within and you become instrumental for the happiness and welfare of the people around you. That is the philosophy of a comprehensive spirituality that Sri Krishna is expounding, calling it by the short word yoga. So this 37th sloka is quite inspiring. explaining its importance to Arjuna. Either way, you are benefit by doing your rightful action. You get a benefit. If you are killed, you will attain Swarga. If you win, you will enjoy the kingdom. So, either way, you are benefited. In the 38th sloka, Sukha Dukhe Same Krutva Labha Labhau Jaya Jayau Tato Yuddhaya Yujyasva Naivam Papamavapsyasi. Keep your mind even, balanced. That is the message now being passed on. Sukhe, dukhe, in happiness and sorrow or misery. Labha, labhau, in profit as well as in loss. Jaya, jayau, in victory or in defeat. In all these situations, try to keep the mind as calm as possible. Tato yuddhaya yujyasva. With such a mind, evenly balanced mind, enter the battlefield. Then you will never incur sin. Naivam papam avapsyasi. You will never incur sin. We have this attitude. This concept of calmness of mind is a wonderful concept being passed on to Arjuna. In the 39th sloka, he is continuing the same exhortation. Evam te bhihita sankhye, esha te bhihita sankhye, buddhir yoge tvimam srunu, buddhya yukto yaya partha, karma bandham prahasyasi. He says here, till now I have been conveying to you the wisdom, that is Sankhya, that is Jnana. So far he has given detailed explanation about the Jnana, how the world is unreal, the Atman alone is real. Now he says, this wisdom of self-realization has been declared to you. Here now the wisdom of Karma Yoga, O son of Prithi, I am narrating, please listen carefully, which will help you in breaking through the bonds of karma. Karma bandham prahasyasi, buddhi yoge tvimam shrunu. Now I am going to tell you this new philosophy of yoga, how work can lead us to spiritual realization. And if you have to work, the work you do is real, people with whom you deal are real. If you think the world is unreal, there is no fun in work. In fact, we have been taught this idea of the world being unreal, and yet we have to work there, and our work will show absolute unconcern. So, buddhi yukto yaya partha karma bandham prahasyas. If you develop this buddhi, one great result will be that through work you will attain that very spiritual freedom which jnana gives. So what you attain through jnana, you can attain through doing karma also. That's a profound message. You can continue to work. You can handle the work situation, handle other human beings. So action produces bondage only if you do it ignorantly. But this yoga buddhi will help you to perform actions and yet not to have any bondage. This is how he is explaining Arjuna, performing action will also lead to self-realization. So that's why Swami Vivekananda says, Bhagavad Gita is a practical philosophy. It's not, you sit in meditation and realize. In your field of action also, with an evenly balanced mind, for the welfare, for your self-development, for the development of the community, if you do an action, it becomes an yajna, and through that you can have your inner happiness and thereby you can attain self-realization. Then in the 40th sloka, Neha bhikramanasosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Wonderful statement is given here. In this practice of this karma yoga, there is no waste of unfinished attempt. Neha bhikramanasosti pratyavayo na vidyate. Nehabhikramana sosti means in this great path of yoga, there is no fear of any loss of unfinished attempt. So, if you fail, you start from there and the progress comes on. There is no question of any loss of attempt. There is no evil resulting from such mistakes also. Pratyavayo na vidyate means there is no evil resulting from such mistakes in the action. Then comes the assurance that swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even a little of this dharma, this philosophy will save us from great danger, great fear. So, see, this is how character development comes, Character development is not just a matter of one day. You go on doing it slowly, build up a great character, a strong character. It takes time. And so, cumulatively, you are building up a wonderful character with tremendous human resources. So, Neha bhikramana sosti. In all character development, there is no abhikramanasta, waste of unfinished attempt. Whatever you have done before leaving off remains yours, and you come back and start from where you left off, just like a man building a house. So, this is a wonderful statement in this 40th sloka. Swami Ranganathananda ji used to give a lot of stress on this particular sloka. So, go on doing to attain perfection. Nehabhikramana sosti pratyavayo na vidyate. If you have failed, if it is an unfinished attempt, there the road does not end. You start from there. You continue further journey to realize your goal. It's a very wonderful, inspiring exhortation given in this. Nehabhikramana sosti pratyavayo na vidyate. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya. Even a little of this dharma will save you from a great danger. So with this, we have completed 40th sloka. In the next episode, we will take up from 41st to 50th sloka. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum.